The 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Covered by Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is Universal.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
All right, sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. We do it each and every day. Beef, I think we have a prize pack to give away at the end of this segment, do we not?
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
We're going to hook one lucky Guggen up with a $25 gift certificate from Winn-Dixie. Score more savings in the Winn-Dixie app. Download today for winning deals, your mystery bonus points, multiplier coupons, and more. Winn-Dixie, it's a win-win.
I just like to say, Winn-Dixie. Serena Williams is out breaking this morning out of the French Open. You may not have known the French Open was going on, but it is, believe it or not, and she is out. So we don't have Wimbledon. Is that correct? We blew Wimbledon off?
Yeah, it's done. That's the only one.
Everything. So the next –
The Aussie was played before everything happened.
The next one is the Aussie of 2021. So Serena out, so she will not win the French Open. She probably needs to get healthy.
I mean, come on, man.
What?
I mean, I don't know how healthy it's been. It'll be 4 years in January since she won one. It is about time.
Was there a baby in there though?
Yeah, of course there was.
Okay, well, that's a year easy. I mean,
sure, but
that's six
been
of them.
It's been to 4 finals.
Yeah.
In that time.
Yeah.
And was a favorite in 3 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's 30. What now? 7? What are we at?
She's not young.
And a strained Achilles is about the worst injury news you could have if you were going to have to be forced to skip a tournament. That seems to be an injury that just kind of weakens. So I don't. It'd be good to talk to Doc Murphy, man. I'm losing confidence that Serena's got another major victory.
Well, she may not, but nonetheless, she's making it to the finals. So if she makes it to the finals,
that's fair.
That's
fair.
Keep going. I mean,
yeah.
It'd be one thing if she's Venus is going out in the first round. You know.
Oh yeah, sure. You want to talk about health issues? She's had a ton of them.
God bless them both. They've been tremendous for women's tennis and.
I didn't mean any disrespect. It wasn't an insult at all. I just, I'm
Venus, by the way, is
confidence.
39. So, I mean, Serena's 39. Serena was born in 1981.
Well, there you go. See, I mean, that proves she's not winning another major hit.
She just turned 39 years old.
Yeah, and she's got now a strained Achilles.
Yeah. So anyway, she's out, and that means that somebody we don't know will win unless it's the girl who just won the U.S. Open, whose name now I can't remember.
Of course not, yeah.
What's her name? The girl?
Yeah, Osaka.
Osaka, yeah.
Beef, you thought you were happy with the Bulls signing of Billy Donovan, no?
Elated.
Dan, you think hiring Billy Donovan's a good idea, don't you?
Yeah, I've determined, and this may have put me over the edge with this guy, if it's what I think you're about to say. I'm not sure I like this guy.
Well, this guy is Scottie Pippen, and he slammed the Bulls' move to hire Donovan.
I'm just getting tired of Scottie Pippen after watching the dance this summer and learning about him. And I don't know, man. He just is starting to rub me the wrong way.
Well, here's what he said about the Bulls' hiring of Donovan. Quote, I'm not impressed with what the Bulls did. I don't think they've made any dramatic changes that are going to change who they are as a team. That's just my personal opinion. I like Billy Donovan as a person, but I don't think he's proved anything in the NBA that proves he's worth investing in and bringing a team up that needs help like Chicago does. They're a team that's been struggling for a long time. It's really kind of a nonsensical.
Who did you want?
Right? Yeah. I mean, Billy Donovan didn't prove
Scotty's
with
saying,
Oklahoma City this year.
I think Scotty's saying if you had given me that 4-year, $24 million deal, I would have gladly coached the Bulls. I don't know. So anyway, Scottie Pippen, none too happy.
He continued. To me, I don't see the value he brings to them. He's going to be a coach, but there are a lot of them out there. He didn't do anything special in OKC that warranted him a second opportunity. That's just did he. What are you talking about, Scotty? He just took Oklahoma City, who everyone wrote off as a 20-win team, into the postseason where they gave Houston as much of a tussle as they wanted. So
I just, Scottie Pippen.
That sounds uninformed more than it does mean-spirited. It's like he doesn't even follow the lead.
Scottie Pippen was a great player, but he, people view him that way, and they give Robin a lot of credit, man.
I view him as a good player.
Yeah, I think about the top 50. He made the top 50 team.
He won't make the next top 50. Do you think he'll make the next top 50, Beef? Since the top 50 came out, that's been 20 years, Dan.
Yeah.
We got a Durant and a Curry. I don't think he'll be top 50 for very long. And even as he played, look, I think he's very good. I think he's an all-star. Mm-hmm. But to me, Pippen's more – trying to think of an equivalent type play. He's more Paul George good than he was.
Oh, dear. Not a good time to mention playoff Pete.
Well, whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. Speaking of basketball, the NBA Finals start tonight. Who you got?
Man, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that I find myself as strongly rooting for the Heat. Like, I really want the Heat to win.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm going to be disappointed on game night when it goes the Lakers' way. I don't know why. It's the same line we've been spinning for a while. Put LeBron on Cleveland, I'll root for him all day long. He goes somewhere else, and I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't find myself feeling it. So I'm going to pull for Jimmy Butler and those two Kentucky kids and Eric Spoelstra and the Miami way. I appreciate what they've done to get where they are.
It's so funny in reading the predictions. It's like everybody wants to give the Heat credit for getting there. So we all pick Lakers in 6. Like, in other words, we won't go Lakers sweep or Lakers in 5 because we want to give the Heat credit for being a really good team. But this really good team ain't beating LeBron and AD. So, therefore, we've come up with this number, which isn't insulting to the Heat and fair to the Lakers. Lakers in 6. Whenever we get to the finals and they pick the team, the favorite to win in 6, they're an overwhelming favorite.
Right. I don't think you're terrible, but you have no chance.
Correct.
So here's 2 freebies.
That's what they're saying, right? You
I,
might.
I really would. Yeah. I mean, what is the Heat are what 4.5 to 1?
Oh, I don't know.
I'll go a Friday 5-pack. Just put you down one of this week's Friday 5-packs on the Heat to win the series at 4.5 to 1. That sounds like a lot better option than listen to me tell you to take Tulsa plus 10 in Cincinnati.
Lakers are minus 450, 2 to 9. Heat plus 375, 15 to 4.
So think about that. You're getting 4 to 1 almost on your money if the Heat win the series.
Yeah.
Can you remind me again who the Heat have beaten in this postseason?
Pretty good teams.
Yeah. More than pretty good teams.
I mean, the Raps and C's, yeah.
The best on the Bucks.
And who did the Lakers beat?
Huh?
And who did the Lakers beat?
Exactly. Beat Houston.
Yeah.
Who do they I mean, what in
Nuggets?
The Nuggets? Yeah. I mean,
who they beat in round 1?
That's a good question.
No one knows.
It was it was Dame. It was Blazers.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the Red Hot Blazers.
The Heat beat the Bucks, the best team in basketball. Best record in basketball, the number 1 overall seed. And then they beat the Celtics.
Yeah.
Who the Heat didn't play Toronto, did they? The Celtics played Toronto.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see.
So by virtue of connection, 6 degrees.
But my point is,
but we're also saying, but listen, the West is way better than the East, so
the Heat should not be 4 to 1 underdogs. That is a strict Vegas perception move. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not the favorite.
No.
But I think that they are a lot more dangerous than 4 to 1 based on who they've beaten. And you can say that the West isn't as good, and it might not be, but I think Boston can play with those teams, give them series.
Let me ask you this:
Milwaukee
is there any chance Miami can win this series if they don't win tonight? Like, I think they have to win it. You there?
Well, because there's 7 games, and you don't have to travel. So
no, I know, but I think for just psychological, they say, hey, we're here and we're good. Now, the Lakers lost game 1 to Portland, and they might have lost game 1. They lost game 1 to Houston, and they roared back, so it's not the end of the world. But I think Miami really has to me, Miami needs to steal one early and get game 1 and then kind of send a message that, you know what, we are a really good team, and our team is going to beat you guys. So it'll be interesting to see. Did they play in the regular season? Did anybody see that?
Who?
Miami and L.A.
Well, that's a good question. Probably. I mean, we had a lot of the season, so unless they back-ended both games, they would have played. But Miami's playing better now than they've played all year.
That's fair.
I like Miami a lot. I really feel like Miami's going to win the series. I do. They're playing the best basketball of any team by far. They don't go 7. They're never out of a game. I don't think that I trust the mental toughness. I don't trust the mental toughness of the Lakers.
They played twice in the regular season.
And?
The Lakers beat them at home on November 8th, early in the season, 95-80.
Okay.
And then they beat them in Miami mid-December, 113-110.
Okay, so early in the year, though.
Yeah,
Does it say what Miami's record was after that second loss?
I'd have to check that out.
Miami's playing. They're just a completely different team. Bam Adebayo is rapidly becoming Anthony Davis. Tyler Hero has become one. I promise you, Tyler Hero in November, December wasn't what he is now.
Did you ever know that you're my hero?
I did. Thank you, though. Yeah, they got the Duncan Robinson hitting shots. They got Crowder plays. Here's why.
The Heat actually started this year.
Miami was
hot.
8.
Did they?
That second loss dropped them to 18-7 on the year.
Yeah.
They were 11-3 early.
So they've been good all year.
They were. Is this the Heat? Yeah.
They must have lost. They without.
Yeah, they were
paying-
11-3 after beating
They
the
must
Bulls
have
in
had
November.
some injuries. They must have lost some of those guys at various points for portions of the season, I would think, because they ended up at like a 4 seed, didn't they?
They were 24-8.
Yeah, they were a 4
At one
seed, so
point.
they must have something happened to
And then
them.
they kind of played 500 the rest of the
They
way.
didn't. They didn't close out well. They lost 7 of 11 to end the season.
Yeah.
I wonder were there injuries? Were they sitting guys? I don't know. I tell you one reason though that people do that give the Heat a better chance.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they have 2 guys who can legitimately cover LeBron. There aren't many that can, but Jimmy Butler and Andre Iguodala both are.
They've got Andre.
They got,
LeBron killer.
well, they do have guys who have stand a better chance against him than most, right? Most teams don't have a guy at all that they can put on him. So I think it goes 7 or that the Heat win.
Did I hear this the first time in NBA history that 2 teams who didn't make the playoffs last year are in the finals
I don't
this
know if
year
it's the
or
first.
something like
I
that?
think it might be the first time. If it's not, I saw a graphic stat on SportsCenter this morning about that. I can't remember if they were the first, but it's definitely very, very rare. They might. I think it is the first. I think your answer is yes, but I'm not
That
positive.
both teams.
Yeah. I think both teams did not make the playoffs last year. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yeah.
And-
It's, before, only 4 teams had made the finals after missing the playoffs the year before. Just 4 single teams. So,
Total.
yeah.
So that's crazy. So anyway, that'll be fun to watch and see what happens. Listen, baseball today all day starts at noon. Enjoy that. And let's do this. When we come back, we'll dive into the Jags. Jags and Bengals coming up on Sunday. Where are we with this Jacksonville Jaguar team at 1-2 with 2 straight losses? And you don't want to lose your 3rd in a row to Cincinnati. Think back to what we said preseason. If the Jags came out of the gates and were like,
Yeah, for sure.
1-4,
Yeah, for sure.
1-5.
It's funny. I had a kind of a thought on that in the 6 o'clock hour that I'll add to you. I'm curious on your impression on that. And of course, when we return as well, it is the state of the Braves union as we embark on
outstanding.
yet another postseason, one that has been dashed with disappointment time and time again. Why this year could be different when we return.
Hick, this may bother you. You might want to just take a walk.
It's a CPR contract.
I may go.
Can I have a number, Dan?
Let's do caller number 1 right out of the game at
Wow.
641-1010.
Dial fast.
If they dial quick, what are they going to get?
Caller number 1 right now, 641-1010. Going to go home with a $25 gift certificate to Winn-Dixie. Score more savings in the Winn-Dixie app. Download today for winning deals, your mystery bonus points multiplier coupons, and more Winn-Dixie. It's a win-win.